Iron Trader, and this is Midday Trading. So we're going to take a look here at crude oil and at natural gas, and then we're going to look at a couple of my favorite bank stocks, Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have the old Krudski, 1 minute chart and a 5 minute chart. Remember, the rig count will be out here at 1 p.m. here today. It's not a market mover, but you always want to see where everything is going here. Now, there's a big brouhaha still going on in the Middle East, and you know, these recession fears, that's all nonsense. So you just watch for crude oil here. We'll look at it daily and a weekly after this to see where we're going. Now, trading these charts here, okay? So you can see, look at how nice this pattern is here. So I'm long, I've been long, because we closed above that 8-day simple moving average. But what it is look at here. See where you have a low, higher low, higher low. This is the kind of pattern that you want to go higher. So now what we're doing is we're watching that 76.98 here to take us up, much very high. So that was the high of the day. We'll see if we can break through that bad boy. Now, here on your 5 minute chart is how you can trade this. Is look at this nice double bottom situation, okay? So you came on down, you put a nice green candle here. That tells you can get long all the way till we see this topping tail, then just get out of the trade until we can come back in again. But then when you compare what we have here, okay, you look at the low, okay, you're looking at 75.92, and then we look at here at the low here, you're looking at 75.85. That's a nice double bottom with a higher low, and that tells you can get back into the trade and take it right back up here. Now, me, I'm just here, just staying long in the trade here because I feel very confident that we're above that 8 SMA. I'm going to see what's going to happen when we get up to that 21 day. But if you're just trading it here, this is a really, really good trade here where you see a double bottom situation and you can take it right on up. Now, I never buy it here on the first time when it comes on down. What I always do is wait for that green candle, and then when she gets above that, that's the red candle, that's a good time where you can just say, I can take this long here. But always watch these topping tails. When you see this, it's time to get out of the trade because what you're looking for is the top of this candle. And if it can break out above that, then yeah, it's going to run up here. But when you see the old sticky up here, then you know that she's going to come flying down. Just get out of the trade, or you can go short. But in this case, you just get right out of the trade here, and then look for a nice situation for a buying opportunity, especially when you see like a bullish trend going on. Okay, let's take a look here on a daily and a weekly chart. Okay, here we have daily chart. Now you can see here how nice this is. Okay, so we had these series of lower highs, lower lows. It's selling off here on recession fears and all this nonsense. Okay, because you had one bad jobs number. Come on, Now yesterday we had a good job number and had revisions of last week, so there we go again. Okay, so trade the charts, so you don't have to worry about all that noise. Okay, so what do we have here? You look at this 8 SMA here. You can see how it came down, flattened out, but now see how nice that's curling up here. And if it does keep on curling, you'll cross over that 21 day as that 21 day comes down, and this will take the price up very, very nicely. Now, when you look at your MACD, okay, you can see your green is kissing the old red over here. If it gets above that, like we have here, then you know that this is going to have a nice good run all the way on top. Now, I always point out this positive divergence. It's slight, but it's still right there, okay? So this is what we're looking for. Let me bigger up a little bit for you. Okay, so when we have a high here today of 76.98, this is what we're going to be looking for right here. You're looking at that 77.29. We got to see what kind of reaction it is when it gets there. And then we have the top of this candle. You're looking at 77.69, but realistically here, the 77.70, which is a penny higher, that's going to be the big target here. We got to see what's going to happen when it gets to this level. Now, again, if you can get above that, then we have that 200-day at 78.17, and then you have your 50-day right above it at 78.85. Now, again, it could blow through there just like this candle blew right through that 8-day and went to that 200-day, but let's see what kind of reaction we're going to get. Now, again, this could pull back and have a little sticky here on the top, but I just think overall this is very, very bullish. Even if it comes up to this area and then it sells down and holds that 8 SMA, this 8 SMA, this could be a very good trade here that's setting up here to go for a long situation, okay? So always just look here to the past here, see where we had this left shoulder, your head, and your right shoulder. See, this is what we had. We just had this was like a bull flag situation going on. And then once she rips, okay, she ripped right through the 100-day, the 200-day, stopped at the 50-day, but once we got above that, then she ripped all the way up here until we got that double top situation. But again, just be very, very patient. To me, I am long to trade. I'm waiting to see what is going to happen at this 77, 71 level. Okay, so that's what we want to watch on the upside. Now on the downside, you can just follow the top of this candle here. Okay, we're looking for support. You're looking at 76.52. We'll look here at this 75.84, but realistically right here, 75.64, the 8-day, that is the key of what we are looking for there on the downside. But right now, this is looking like a very good bullish pattern, but we got to see what happens at 21-day and possible 200-day if it gets there, if it's going to act like this and come right back down, or it's going to take it up to the next level, okay? Now, when you look on a weekly chart here, this is still very, very good, okay? So what we're looking for here on a closing basis is 77.72, okay? So that's right there. Well, that's, right there lines up pretty much with your 21-day. If you can get above that, yeah, there's a lot of resistance here. Okay, you look at your 8-day, you got that 79.23 here. Okay, we have your 100-day just below that here at 78.88, and then we have 80.01 there. Okay, so there's a lot of resistance, but that doesn't mean that it can't go through there. And I don't think it's going to go through there this week, but we got to see over time here. If we can get back above, then we can just start trailing up these candles here for our resistance here going higher. Okay, but for today, there's just two key levels that you want to watch. Right there, the 21-day, 77.71 on the upside and 75.64 on the downside. Okay, let's take a look here at natty gas. Okay, natural gas. Now, I did not trade this either direction here today. I just don't see anything here. Now, again, we made a little higher high. We got as high today as 2.18, and then yesterday's high was at 2.17, so a little bit higher kind of a situation, and we're holding this 21-day. That's the key level here, okay? So this is what you want to watch today. You want to watch this 2.09, that 21-day, very, very crucial. If that goes lower than that, then we're going to come right down here to your 8-day at 2.04 level, okay? Now, when you look at the weekly line, you're looking at 2.22, which lines up pretty much with that 100 SMA here. And then right above that is that 2.27, which lines up very, very nice with the top of this candle here, okay? So again, if we can get above, say we aim for this 100-day, this is pretty much the same thing going on here with that 2.22, and then we have that 2.27 that we could come up to this level here. The key is you got to clear all that. Then we can come to your 50-day, which is 2.44, which is way up here, but first of all, we have to do this price channel at 2.35, then you got 2.36, and then roughly 4.4, which will line up pretty nice with that. But again, for today, this is what you want to watch. This key 21 SMA, 2.09. If it's lost, then you're going to come right to this 8 SMA at 2.04. Okay, upside, well, what we're going to be doing is watching today's high. That's at 2.18, and then we're going to have your 100-day at that 2.23. Okay, so pretty much very, very simple here. So far, I say I don't have no trades. It's just there's just better stuff out there. Nvidia was a good scalp there today. Let's see, Meta was a good scalp there today. And actually, what else did I have there? Let me see here. Oh yeah, Goldman Sachs there, which we're talking about here today. That's a good scalp there today. Same way with JPM. So if a trade isn't there for you, for me, I always look at risk reward. I don't want to go there and just put money into something and just say have no return on it, especially like on a Friday. So today, just watch that key 21 SMA, very, very key on the downside, and then watch the top of that here, 2.23 on the upside. We got to see how this all shake out. Now remember, natural gas had a pretty good week here because we got as low here as 1.88, and then we got as high as 2.18. So this is actually a pretty good week here for the old natty gas. Now this here, positive divergence, still looking very, very good. And we have your green over top of your red. So I just think it's just a matter of time. It just doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of interest in a natty as of right now. Okay, let's take a look here at Goldman Sachs. Okay, here we had Goldman Sachs. Now you can see here, this is really a double top situation. Okay, so what we had here is you got as high as 509.48. And then you broke through that and retested it, the level here, but where to close at as 509.03. Okay, so you never closed above this 509.48 level. You closed below that. Okay, next day we popped up here a little bit, but as a red candle came right on down here. So this was a nice, good double top situation. Told me to get the hell right out of the old trade. Okay, so then it came all the way down here, but you notice that it came down here to 437.37, but you're back above that 100-day, which is very nice. And now we've had a really good run all the way on up. But you notice this 50-day here, okay? See how it spiked right above, and then it closed below that, okay? So always watch these simple moving averages. That's the key, okay? Then it rallied all the way up here again, and where did it go? Right to that 21-day, and it stopped it dead, and now we're looking here to try to break through. So this is what you want to watch here on Goldman, is right here, is 488.62. That's going to be key level here on a closing basis. If we can get above that, then you just look to the bottom of this candle. You're looking here at 494.68. Then we'll look here to the top of this candle here, 494.48 here. These levels here exactly is what you want to watch here next, because that's exactly where she's going to go. Then you can do it, just follow the candles all the way up here. You got 496 here. Okay, we got a 502. You have 504. But realistically, this is going to be your target here, that 509.48. But watch this level right here. Okay, this is going to be very, very key. That 494.46 and 494.68. Everything is right here. This is going to be your next level there of resistance level. Then we can just follow all the way up here. But always watch that to the left. That's going to be that 509.48. And then if that's broken, then you come up to 517.26. You close above this, okay, it's going to be blue sky. Okay, it's just that simple. Okay, but this is such a nice chart looking here. It's a very, very bullish chart, because when you look at here on the 8-day, see how nice it held the 8-day, and then when that's lost, it came right down to the 21-day, held it. Okay, went right back up to the 8-day, and then when it came right back down to 21-day on a closing basis for the week, right back above it. Okay, so this is why you want to use these simple moving averages. They work very, very good. So right now, just watch that 21-day. If you can close above, then we're going to come up here to your next candle up here, that 494.48 and 68. That's where your next target is going to be if you can close back above here, this key 21 simple moving average. Okay, let's take a look here at JP Morgan. Okay, here we have JP Morgan. I can see the same situation, double tops. Okay, you hit a 2.1756, but this one here, I hit a lower high at 261.39. Okay, so I had 271.56, and then we had 216.39. See this? That's double top situation. That's a kiss of death. Anytime you see that, you know she's going to sell right on down. Okay, so what we have going on here is pretty much the same thing. Okay, we got a bottoming tail, and then it just rallied up here into this 50-day, and now she's trying to move above here. So what you want to watch is obviously is today's high. That's at 206.47. But realistically, right here, this 21 SMA here at 207.93. That is going to be key level there on the resistance. Okay, so that's what you want to watch here going on to the upside. Now again, if we can get above that, well, then we can just follow these candles all the way up here. But realistically, you're looking here at this like a 213.83. But you're looking at the top of this candle here. That's at 216.39. But realistically, 217.56. That is going to be your big target here again. But you got to close above that 207.93. You can't just go run into it and come on down. You have to close above it, okay? And if you do, you break up that, well, then there's blue sky here for the old JP Morgan, and probably 250 is going to be the target there over time, okay? Now, on the downside here, we got to hold this 8 SMA. You're looking at that 203.15 and this 50-day at 203.50. This is very, very key on the support levels. If that's lost here, we can look to the bottom of this candle at 201.79, but realistically, you're going to be looking for this 199.15, this 100 SMA. And obviously, if that's lost, we just follow it down. You got 196.89 here. What do we got here? You got 194 flat, and then we have 190.90, okay? But realistically, watch that 8-day and that 50-day on the downside, and this key 21 SMA here on the upside. Now, banks are looking really, really good, okay? I know what they're saying with the possible recession and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I just don't see it. I just think the Fed is going to be lowering rates, but they're not going to have no emergency meeting. Don't buy into that nonsense. They're going to have emergency meeting, going to cut 3/4 of a point. They're not going to be doing that. You're going to be lucky if they're going to be cutting probably a 1/4 point come September. That's pretty much what you're looking at, a 1/4 point come September, and then they'll adjust accordingly as it's going on. The last thing they want to do is start cutting rates. Inflation kicks back in here, and they're going to have to raise rates. So don't even buy into that emergency meeting kind of nonsense. It's never going to happen, okay? Powell's not going to do that. He's very, very calculated now. I think he has a goal in mind, and I think he's going to obtain it, okay? So bottom line, watch this 8-day on the downside, that 50-day on the downside, and that key 21-day there on the old upside. Okay, that's what I got for you on the old midday trading. Now I'll be back here after the pit close, and we'll look at crude oil and natural gas. Remember, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.